What's up, YouTube? So today I'm bringing you a special video. It's going to be my draft for the PBA. My thoughts behind it, what went on, how we handled stuff. Just because last year I didn't do this for you guys, and I really wanted to talk about my drafts, and especially because this year we have 14 or 15 of us. So it's a little bit bigger than it was. It was 10 last time, so we gained 5 people. So the first thing I want to say is thank you to everybody in the PBA. Well, it lasted 3 hours. We drafted for 3 hours. And we got on each other's nerves a lot. And then it started getting smoother as we go, but as we went. But OU was the longest tier because everybody was trying to pick the same stuff and wasn't really paying attention. But we did get through it. And then by the time we got to LC, which is Little Cup, we all were laughing and giggling and just having a great time. So, I want to say thank you guys for spending the time with us, and definitely we're looking forward to this year. There was so much Smash talk during it too, and we just had a blast. So, I'm going to do some highlights too, probably next weekish, for you guys, so you guys can see some of the funny parts that we had and some of the conversations we had, because it's kind of funny to watch that kind of stuff. So the first one I want to do is we'll put across the top our picks so you guys can know. So OU, I was 10th. So at first there was only 12 of us. So I was third to last. So I still managed to pick up some good mons, which we picked up. Let me look at the list. We picked up Mega Gardevior again this year, Rotom Wash, and again this year Gengar. So nobody really sniped for me that bad. There was a few I wanted to pick up, like Terrakion, but I didn't think of that at the time. Who else? Mega Venusaur I really wanted this year, instead of Rotom Wash, because I was gonna, my thought process was I could pick up Rotom Heat again this year and have that, but at the time I just thought Rotom Wash was still open, so I might as well take it. And Mega Venusaur I already got picked up. So my thought process was to pick up my Mega and OU, which they were all gunning for Mega Gardevoir, but nobody picked it. I kept getting side messages that was like, hey, I'm going to steal Mega Gardevoir. And I was like, okay, go ahead. It doesn't bother me. And no one really touched Gengar. And Gengar is super speedy, has a moveset that's really great, and hits hard. It's a glass cannon, though, so I think that's why nobody really, touched it. But I know how to work Gengar really good, so it was a good thing for us. And then, like I said, Rotom Wash was just there for, the bulk and also to hit hard, too. So on UU, I got 5th choice, which at the time now there was 13 of us in the call. So 5th wasn't too bad. Nobody picked up anything that I wanted. I just knew what my picks were, and I was like, I'm sticking to it. So this year we have returning to the team is Krookodile, of course, Hazard, and Suicune. So Suicune I had to pick up because it's our mascot, of course, and Krookodile hits hard, and I needed that physical, work on there, because we did have Mega Gardevoir, which is special, Gengar, which is special, and of course Rotom Wash is special. So I picked up Crook because I thought he would be a good hit. Suicune is also there just to be bulky and annoying. And then our last pick in UU was a Moltres. So Moltres, as you guys have seen, is on my channel quite often because I just love Moltres. A lot of people overlook it because it gets, killed by rocks. But if you can get it in safely and, you hit hard, you're taking out more than 2 or 3 mons with Hurricane. So I opted for that instead of normally... last year we went with Rotom Heat, which Rotom Heat didn't get scooped up, but I didn't want to do that double Rotom thing, so because we had Rotom Wash already. So, and I mean the fire type would have been nice, but we already had Moltres, so I was like, we'll just stick with Moltres. So next was the worst draw we got. We got RU, which we got 13th. So we didn't get anything good. I mean, we picked up some good stuff, but nothing that I wanted. Like, everybody picked everything I wanted. So at the end, I'm sitting there with like a blank sheet, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do for RU? So I'm talking to Dell at the same time. And he's telling me like, hey, don't worry about it. Like, here's some good lists of mons you can pick. Sorry, I'm just looking at Skype to see what we're talking about. So yeah, I was like, so the list I gave him was, I really was wanting Delphox, which didn't get taken, but at the end I didn't need a fire type. Gramble I really would have wanted because it was a nice fairy physical mon. Scrafty would have been great tonight too. So Scrafty was another good one that I wanted that was, you know, a fighting type, physical hitter. Tyrantrum would have been great, just because of the strong jaw, and Virizion, but they all got scooped up. So I ended up sitting with my list of, which had nothing on it. I tried to create a little bit of a list before it was like 10th or 11th that I started making an actual list. And I put Absol down because I thought it was a physical. Deancey, I haven't used Deancey, so I was like, you know, we can try. I mean, why not? Exploud, I really wanted because it was a physical and special. You can run it either way. Jellicent, we have Suicune, so, I mean, I was just using it for bulk. Trevenant, which is one of the mons we scooped up, and Venusaur, and I scooped up that one as well. So we ended with Trevenant, Venusaur, and Deancey. So I feel indifferent about them, but Venusaur we run on the channel anyways, normal, so not even Mega Venusaur, so we'll be able to put in work with that. Trevenant I've never used, and Deancey I've never used competitively, so those will be two new ones on the team that we gonna kind of mess with. The next tier, we put NU and PU together, just to make it go a little bit faster, and it wasn't so much preparing on everybody's side. So I got 5th this time, so it was a little bit better. I didn't get 1st or 2nd or anything, but everything that I wanted was pretty much open. I had kind of my list of what I wanted, and so we ended up with Swellow, Glaceon, Hariyama. Never used Hariyama, never used Glaceon, and Swellow, of course, returning to the team. So my thought process was to get some fighting types in there because we don't really have a fighting type on our team. And Hariyama is beast with guts, so I was like, might as well. And then Glaceon was just for the coverage of an ice type, just so we can knock out some mons. And, you know, it's pretty bulky. I mean, we learned in Storm Silver that, you know, it can be bulky and it can hit hard too. So I picked up them, and I was like, I think I did pretty well with that one, that tier, I guess. And then the last one, I don't remember what number I was. I was pretty close to the end, to the top. I don't remember. I think I was in the middle. But I ended up scooping up Staryu, which we picked up last year and we didn't even use. Little Cup isn't something that I touch. Some of the members in the PBA love Little Cup. I'm not a fan. But which Staryu is always told to be good. Incompatibly in LC. So that's what I ended up picking. I hope you guys enjoy this year for the PBA. It's gonna be a blast. We're already cracking jokes and having fun, and the first week is already starting. I haven't done mine, so I wanted to get this video to you guys before we started battling, so you could see my thought process and see kind of what I thought and how I picked. Alright, if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like. New videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will catch you guys on the other side.